MTG out of nowhere announces that she's stepping down. And it was a shocker. It was a shocker to a lot of people. Crockett was shocked. Massey was shocked. A lot of people were shocked when she made this announcement. Go ahead, Rob.
I refuse to be a battered wife, hoping it all goes away and gets better. If I am cast aside by the president and the MAGA political machine and replaced by neocons, big pharma, big tech, military-industrial war complex, foreign leaders, and the elite donor class that can never, ever relate to real Americans, then many common Americans have been cast aside and replaced as well. There is no plan to save the world or a 4D chess game being played. When common American people
Rob, how far
realize
is she
and
go with this?
understand that the
go to
about another minute.
Okay.
political industrial
In other words,
complex
she's
of both
resigning, is what
parties
she's saying.
She's
is
resigning.
ripping
She's resigning effective January 1st. When she announced that, President Trump called her a traitor, I believe, and she was upset about the fact that she was called a traitor. Marjorie Traitor Brown, because of plummeting poll numbers.
Green.
No, he
They
called
call
her
it brown?
brown
No, he says
Oh,
brown.
my bad.
because of her plummeting numbers.
Get
She's
it?
not green. She's
Oh, because the
brown.
grass turns brown when
Because
it's
of the
dead. Okay, got it.
plummeting poll numbers
My
and
bad,
not
yo.
wanting to face a primary challenger with a strong Trump endorsement, where she would have no chance of winning, has decided to call it quits. Her relationship with the worst Republican congressman in decades, Thomas Massey of Kentucky, also known as Rand Paul Jr., because he voted against the Republican Party, and really good legislation did not help her for some reason, primarily that I refused to return her never-ending barrage of phone calls. Marjorie went bad. Nevertheless, I will always appreciate Marjorie and thank her for her service to our...
And then he does that.
By the way, she's a great person as well. I hate her with a passion. Best of luck to you. I love you.
Yeah.
That's Trump.
Yeah. So, anyways, and then Massey says this is not great news for the country. Loomer takes ownership. Loomer says this is because of me that this happened. What's the tweet, Rob, that you got? Let me see here.
She said you got loomered.
She got loomered. Yeah. And but by the way, why did she say she got loomered, Adam? Was there a back and forth there, Rob, between
They
the two
were
of them?
not friends whatsoever. Laura Loomer is one of the Trump's greatest allies and advocates. Some call her the Trump whisperer. The thing with what Marjorie Taylor Greene, where she really messed up, even Megyn Kelly went in on this. You can criticize Trump. That's fine. It might not work out well for you. What you cannot do is go on what Megyn called it enemy territory. You go on CNN and you're going to try to downplay Trump's achievements and basically try to wreck Trump. No, that's not going to work out well for you. There's no benefit, if you're the Republican Party, of going ham on Trump. It's not going to work out well for you. Marjorie Taylor Greene, 2 weeks ago, was the most controversial. Everyone's talking about her. Then she resigns. You don't cross Trump. Thomas Massey, they're in these safe districts. But if Trump zeroes in on you, you do not have a future in the Republican Party.
So we're seeing, beyond this, everybody's read all the stuff that she said and has heard all the clips. I don't need to recover that. What I'm seeing here is she believes in what she says. She absolutely believes. She's hardline MAGA coupled to what we used to call Tea Party. And she believes that, and she believes it with all her heart. I don't think she's for sale. I think she's stepping out, and I think she's going to go show up as a presidential candidate. Now,
I think so
I don't
too, Tom.
think she's going to get very far. She's not going to get very far. But in weekend polling, she suddenly shows up on polling and on Kalshi as 5% chance to be the Republican nominee in 28. Now, I don't think that she's got a shot.
She tweeted saying she has no
Of course she
intentions
is.
of running for
Yes,
president.
it's like Gavin Newsom. Pat. It's the same as Gavin Newsom. I'm never going to run.
Ross Pro, I may be making a fuss. I've really got no intention to get in the middle of this mess.
Yeah.
Until he did.
Exactly.
With both feet.
Yep.
So, come on. That's what I think is going on
What
here.
does Kalshi have with her chances, Rob?
I'm looking for that right now.
Yeah, I don't think she's stepping down because she's tired, Pat. I think she's lining up her shot. She knows, the party's kind of whatever.
4 days over the weekend. Go up to top. Look, 5%, number 3. After 4 days over the weekend, boing.
Yeah, I mean, she's, instead of sitting and dealing in Congress with all this nonsense and Trump going after, she's freeing herself up to move around the country. She's going to raise some money. And look at where she's at, Tommy. She's in third.
She's not a big tent Republican that says,
No.
okay, I got to agree with you. You got to agree with me on certain things. I don't agree with you on this. You don't agree with me on that. But we got to stay under the tent for the sake of the guy we put in the White House and winning the Senate. That's not her. She is not a big tent person.
And this is what I was telling you, Adam, last week. And when we kind of went back and forth, I'm not saying that the party, meaning, MAGA and everybody's losing their minds, but look up, she's going to cause some problems with, Marco Rubio and JD Vance. Well, how are they going to debate each other? They're going to go after each other's throats. She's going to be the one that kind of go in there and say, hey, you guys said this and Israel that and this and that. She's going to be the thorn in that, which I was getting to my point last week, Adam. She's going to be the Ross Perot, Tommy. She's going to go in there and mess things up. You know what I mean? Not to help the party.
In a world where
can I respond to that?
4%
For the primary? For the primary?
Yeah.
for the primary.
Yeah.
I couldn't disagree more. And it has nothing to do with Marjorie Taylor Greene specifically. It has nothing to do with the whack job, low IQ Jasmine Crockett. Show me, please, show me. There's zero precedent for any Congress person in the last 100 years, to do anything in a primary. They've never been the nominee. They've never done anything. Here's a weird analogy. So last week I compared Trump to Jordan. And people want to rip on Jordan, criticize Jordan. He's the GOAT, bro.
Ever. Period.
So
There's
if
no
we're
debate.
talking about current NBA players, let's say, just using an analogy, Trump is LeBron. I'm not saying you agree with him politically or not, he's the best player currently playing, meaning stats-wise, probably the number 2 best player. This, to me, are loser players who have never done anything in their career. Swaggy P, Nick Young, Dylan Brooks, who gets traded left and right, J.R. Smith dribbling the wrong way. These are players who make headlines, but they do not move the needle at all. This isn't like Kevin Durant is talking trash about LeBron. This isn't like Steph Curry's talking trash. These are people in safe districts who have safe, cushy jobs in their Congress seats when their job is to inflame the public. But they have zero, and I mean zero, national recognition. Zero. So do you ever wonder why AOC, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lauren Boebert, Jasmine Crockett, why they make headlines? Because they say the most wild, stupid stuff because they can. You can't do that if you're a senator. You certainly can't do that if you're a governor. If you're a president, only if you're named Trump can you say wild, ridiculous things. These people, in my opinion, until I'm proven otherwise, are literally irrelevant. And the only reason they are relevant, because they'll put them on TV to say stupid ass shit. Roll the tape, Jasmine Crockett. There you go.
Pat, I think there's something to what we just heard from Adam. But what I really, got to emphasize to people, long-term relevance or not relevance, it messes up the momentum you have and it messes up the unifying message that you need under the Big Tent. That's what you need. And does she have a chance? No. But she seems to think so, and she's getting inflated
Third
here.
place.
Why was Soros spending so much dark money trying to influence district of attorney appointments and things like that? He didn't want to be right out there, holding hands with someone up there like this. This is my money electing this person. There's a lot of things that goes on behind the scenes. And I think MTG is, a true believer in what she believes, but she needs to be pulled in because you know what the Dems did? They did it in a horrible, conniving way. The South Carolina absolute, screwing of Bernie Sanders in that election. You know what I'm talking about, Adam?
Of course.
Is because they said, you got to be out of the way. We need one message, one candidate. That's Hillary because we got to win. And so even though they did that in a horrible way that completely screwed the will of the people that have been voting for Bernie in those primaries, all those people, their voices got erased and said, wait a minute, I supported, I volunteered, I door knocked, all this. You don't have to agree with Bernie's position to admire the patriotism of the Americans that felt that Bernie was their guy and then suddenly got cast aside. You need unity under the tent. Otherwise, it just creates nothing but problems, electability or not.
Do we know why she resigned? Is there a reason?
It's all the Trump stuff, all the going back and forth with her. She's like, I'm not going to deal with you. Heard her. She's like,
So
I'm
it's
not going to be
basically-
like, she's not going to be no
so
wife in an abusive relationship. She's leaving.
It's bad for business to be a Republican and oppose Trump vocally on CNN. Probably bad for your career, yeah?
Yeah, well,
Probably
She's
a lot of
making the
people-
rounds.
well, why did it start? Do you know where it started though?
It doesn't matter why it started.
Well, I mean,
what
what
I'm
do you mean?
saying,
It has to.
sure, we can address why it started. The point is, where did it finish?
No,
She was the loudest person in Congress, and now she's resigning
well, she was
within
the
a month.
She was one of the biggest supporters from the jump.
She
just saying-
was.
Yeah, but what's shifting? Was it? And I'm generally curious, Rob. Was it because
She's
she
been
started
very
asking for the
critical.
Epstein
She's
stuff?
been very critical of Epstein. She's
Yeah,
very
of
critical of Israel. She's been very critical of the economy. She's very critical of regulation. There's a list of issues.
Okay.
The reality is this: what did Tom just say? Get in line or get out. Is she in line or she's out? She's out. That's it. By the way, where can you disagree more within politics? The Republican Party or the Democratic Party?
Republican all day long.
You can disagree as much
course.
as you want with the Republican Party. Talk about big tent, the whole DEI thing. The one challenge with the Democratic Party is they don't have a diversity of thought. You can have a diversity of thought in the Republican Party, all good. The Democratic Party, you do not go against the establishment. You're gone. Bernie Sanders, she went against Trump in a very vocal, loud manner, and that did not work out well for her.
AOC has stayed in line, even though she and Schumer do not get along. You don't have to go very far to see that they absolutely don't get along. But she's about to get her green light. And she has been very restrained because you don't think that she's aspirational. You don't think that she's out there. You don't think she's really developing persona and getting better at what she's doing. She absolutely is. But right now, she's about to get her green light that she didn't have. Republican Party, I'm going to primary you. Yeah. I'm going to go after you. When Joe Lieberman stepped out, by the way, Vice President candidate Joe Lieberman, when he stepped out of line, what did they do to him in Connecticut? The Dems primaried him, and they defeated him. And then guess what happened? He ran as an independent and said, Connecticut's is a small town, boys. I still got it. And then he got reelected as the independent. There's a perfect example.
I don't know, though. I don't know. I don't know how you all of a sudden step out.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't know how you do it. So go through the possibilities.
She's just saying she's... Okay, sorry, sir.
She is tired of the Epstein stuff. Okay, cool. She is tired of what did she say? Being hit. What was the word she used, Vinny? That
She said like an abused wife that's going to sit there and keep taking it.
Okay, so an abused wife that's going to sit there and keep taking it. Okay, great. So she's done. I'm going to go back to living a normal life. Who believes that?
Not me.
Who believes she's done with politics?
Not me.
Nobody.
Do you think anybody believes that?
No.
Okay, so is this aspirational to want to run for president?
Maybe.
Maybe. Is this a way where she's done with politics and maybe she wants the job on The View and she wants to go mainstream and she wants to make money doing that?
Very good point.
Was there an
Bingo.
offer made behind closed doors on The View saying, hey, you come here, we'll pay you $2 million a year.
Good point.
Better life, relax, enjoy, do your thing, all this other stuff. I don't know. Literally, when I'm telling you, I don't know.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is there was a set of events that took place. Maybe, is she married, Rob? Is she married?
I
She is
believe
married? Can you pull up her husband? I don't know what her husband does. Can I get, what is her?
I guess they're divorced now. She got divorced in 2022.
Oh, so she's not married.
No, this is her ex-husband, married 95 to 2022.
What happened there?
Oh, wow. 95 to 27 years?
Yeah, what happened there, Rob? Is there a story behind it or
I'll
no?
take a look and see.
Yeah, so no, because Rob was going to go and I said, is she married? Maybe her husband's like, babe, stop it. Let's just kind of spend time with the family and the kids. And I don't follow her personal life. So maybe it's like, okay, babe, let's spend time with the kids. Maybe someone's becoming a grandchild. Someone's having a grandkid. There's a broken due to irreconcilable differences. There's 3 children. Okay, let me see political. How old? Okay, go a little bit lower, Rob. Go another political.
27 years.
27 years. How old is the oldest kid? Okay, how old is the oldest kid? If you go to her profile, how old's the oldest kid that she's got? Does it show personal life?
Damn, they went in on her Wikipedia. Jeez. Mine just says,
This is the
he's
longest I've
cool.
ever
He's
seen.
funny.
So, PBD, I think you're onto something while he's looking at that. In the last 6 months, she's been on Real Time with Bill Maher. She's been on The View. She's been on CNN. She's been on Megyn Kelly.
It's called The Rounds.
27 years old is the oldest kid.
Okay, so
Wow.
grow.
Yeah,
Why
so
would they
no,
get
what I'm
married?
saying is like, is that the phase, 27,
No,
26,
kids are
22,
grown.
kids are grown. So she's by herself. Oh, by the way, now maybe that it's divorce. Maybe she's like, listen, man, I'm not trying to be a old single, what's the lady
Cat
that
lady.
I like? Katie, what is that one? The motivational speaker, the lady that screams at her staff and she's just great on TV.
Kim.
Katie Hopkins.
Katie Porter?
No, Katie
California.
Porter. Katie Porter.
Don't you talk or trash about my Katie Hopkins,
Yeah,
bro.
my bad.
That's my girlfriend.
Get out of my shot.
Ellen
maybe-
DeGeneres.
Maybe she doesn't want to be, somebody that's just single doing parlor. Maybe she wants to settle down and have a family. Maybe she's dating somebody that said, look, man, I'm with you. I'll marry you. I'll give you a ring, but not if it's going to be like this. We don't know 99% of the stories of why she's doing this. Okay? Maybe it's like, you know what? I went in there, try to be a statesman. Not possible. I'm out. This is too dirty. This is too nasty. I just don't have it. Who knows?
I think you
Who
nailed
knows what
though.
it is?
I think you nailed it, PBD. You went down the checklist. Don't be shocked. I think she's not going to rerun in January. So she's got
January,
2 more
it's coming
months.
up.
Don't be shocked if there's a TV deal or some deal where she ends up on The View or has her little show on MSDNC, whatever it may be. She's about to go get that money.
She's about to what?
Go get that money, the
Yeah.
TV money.
I don't know. All I'm saying is, it may be completely out there, or she may be wanting to run for president. Nobody knows. The reality is we'll find out in 3 years.
You said something very interesting. I just looked up. Brian Glenn is allegedly still her long-term partner. They've been together for almost 4 years, it says. And he is the chief White House correspondent for Real America's Voice, a media network. He's far right. He got a little bit of criticism for kind of a puff piece he did on her. But he also was the one that went after Zelensky about not wearing a suit. So she's
good
in a
point.
it's interesting you say that, Pat. She's in a relationship with someone who's very visible in alternative media, and I say alternative because Real America's Voice is not a mainstream channel.
Yeah. I
So
don't know.
the guy she's dating is the what? Correspondent, or he's the for media?
White House correspondent for Real America.
Okay.
Yep, and he's like editorial director of something or
So
other.
don't
Listen,
forget.
I think, where she was at, she was a gamer, and, she was somebody that would debate and she would put herself out there. Sometimes you need that. She didn't give me the vibe of what's the word? Like, it's all about me. It's all about me. It's all about me. She didn't give me that vibe.
Selfish.
No, she didn't give me that
Or
vibe.
self-centered.
No, she didn't give me that vibe. She gave me a vibe that she really believed in what she was doing. And look, this is a very, very nasty game. Very nasty game. It is not for everybody. If you get into this game and you want to be in a long term, like Crockett said, oh, now you want to step out the moment you're getting some pressure and we have to deal with that guy for the entire time? You can't handle that? Now you want to quit? Now you're getting out of it? Like, she was kind of like, but she's a gamer. Like this one and this, she enjoys it. Like Crockett is made for this game. She's
Yeah.
going to do some stuff with it. The FLB shoes. By the way, I am officially on, let me see this. I'm on day 57 out of 58 that I've worn these shoes. Love wearing these shoes every single day. I think Vinny's got it on. The other night we went to dinner. Vinny was wearing this black pants, white shirt with the FLB shoes. We walk into the restaurant, 7 girls lined up waiting to meet with Vinny.
One girl was crying. She was crying. She was shaking.
She was crying.
like,
She was shaking.
The shoes. I
Yeah.
was like, I can't.
Are you
So-
Ringo Starr?
So for those of you guys that are asking about getting the shoes before Christmas for your husband or your sons or your friend, this is what you want to be thinking about. Size black and brown. Size black and brown. Let me see this thing here from Langhorne. So let's go to some partners or what's available. So size black and brown. If you want to get them, size 9, 10, and 11 are available to get before Christmas. White, all sizes are available except for 7, 7.5, and 8.5. Navy, 8, 9, 9.5, 10, and 11 are available before Christmas. Of course, after Christmas, shipment is coming. That'll be here New Year's. These things, we can't even keep these on the shelves, to be honest with you, with the shoes. Once you put them on, just go read the reviews with people reading reviews writing reviews when they bought them. Once you put them on, you'll realize why this has become as hot of an item for us as we expected it. Took us 2 years to do this, Rob. If you want to play the clip on that, we'll get into the stories. Here's the FLB shoes. Go for it. When we set out to create a shoe that blends comfort, function, and luxury, We had the choice to make it fast. We had the choice to make it cheap. We chose neither. Instead, we chose Tuscany, Italy. We chose true Italian craftsmanship, each pair touched by 50 skilled hands. We chose patience, spending 2 years perfecting every detail, and we chose the finest quality at every step. Introducing the Future Looks Bright collection. Not rushed, not disposable, not ordinary. Rather, intentional, luxurious, timeless. I love it. Designed in Florida, 100% made in Italy. Folks, if you haven't yet ordered one, we had 2 guys yesterday that ordered 4 of all colors. And one of them was from UK. The other one was from Belgium or something like that, ordering these shoes. If you want to find out how it matches against everybody else, go to vtmerch.com. On the homepage, you'll see the shoes. Click on the link to go learn more about the shoes and place an order for your husband, for your spouse, for your son, for somebody maybe that works for your company as a recognition. And go to vtmerch.com to place your order.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.